Good to be here on a Friday night with you guys. I am Darlene. I still didn't get it straight. And I'm here to do some readings for some of you folks tonight. So, how has everybody's week been? Mine has been a good one. Slow and steady. Slow and steady wins the race, but nothing out of the ordinary, and I'm happy about that. Sometimes routine is best. I like routine. I like routine. Okay, while I'm waiting for you guys to show up, I'll pull up my device over here. There I am. There I am. Okay, y'all. I'm waiting. Waiting for you guys to get here. Alrighty. Somebody's here besides me. I don't know what's going on with my hair, but I can't keep it tickling my face all night. Hey, Russian. What you do? What do I do? I'm here to do readings, if you'll read the description box. Oh, and that reminds me, I need to post something in the chat here. Hello, Pito. Let me do that real quick. I'm thinking about it. Okay, let's see if that goes up. Yep, and then I'll pin it. There we go. Okay, perfect. Okay, let's talk, guys. First of all, yes, I'm a reader, and I do use tarot sometimes, but hello, let's see, I'm squinting because I hadn't put my glasses on yet. Hello, Yosef, welcome. Drogba, I am very well, thank you for asking. Hello, Sakes. Welcome, welcome, guys. Thank you for being here on a Friday night. I was answering somebody's question up here. You talk about reading the future. It's important that you know. I'm not here to tell your future. However, what I do is pick potentials out of the quantum field for you, because future can change on a dime because of people's free will. Haley, I'm squinting. Let's see, did I make it? You did, Haley. I'm so glad. Yes. I am tickled pink. You finally made it. Yes, I'm putting you down. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, you are, Haley. And thank you for hanging in here with me and being so patient. I appreciate you. Life is a progression, Ryan. That is oh so true. Oh, so true. Yusuf, I am in Alabama, United States. In Alabama. Haley, wait a few minutes. I like to greet people, and then I'll ask you to post your question, okay? Did I just see an orb? Thought I just saw an orb. Thank you, Critter. I'm Southern through and through. But why don't I just answer that? Oh, you must have just come on. I am from Alabama, United States. Well, I still don't have the camera. I think it's, wait a minute. There we go. I don't look like I'm one-sided. Haley. I know, honey. I told you they go quick. I mean, sorry, but I'm glad you hung in there with me. Thank you. I don't understand that question. Oh, yes, I do, Yusuf. Oh, you're talking about no, those fires are in California on the other side of the country from me. No, I won't be taking any clothes off tonight. Hey, Kanaga. I always have trouble saying it. Kanaga. Yeah, that's right, I think. Welcome back. Hey, Long John Jay. Hey, Ryan. Ryan, I have 2 slots for free readings. And you are number 2. So now all the free readings are gone, and I will take a couple of requests for super chats if anybody wants one. Hey, Jason from Appleton, Wisconsin. Imani Trump to ask you out for dinner at the White House. Would you accept the invitation? That would depend on the agenda, would it not? I mean, I'd go out to dinner with lots of different people, but if it's to promote a particular agenda, I would have to know what that was about. Oh, good, Haley, because some people have said they don't get the notifications. You're supposed to, but occasionally it, I don't know, goes awry. Or again, I think you were here when I mentioned last week, sometimes people have the YouTube notifications on, but they don't have the ones on their actual phone on. Yeah, Michael, I'm Miss Cleo, the white version of Miss Cleo. Timothy, I am not an astrologer, but one of those, he's asking about the South Node versus the North Node. One of those has to do with, these are my words, and y'all forgive me, please, I'm a little tired tonight. Path of destiny, and maybe one is like karma, like what you came in here to heal, and one is like where you need to go, something like that. But I'm not an astrologer, so I'm afraid you'll have to ask somebody who's more qualified to answer that. Hello, Holly Ann Fry. Yes, plant-based brother, I am in Alabama. Well, I am actually originally from Georgia, and I only moved here in 1993, so I don't know when they were here, plant-based brother. Hey, Jane from Liverpool, England. Oh my gosh, you're moving house shortly? Oh, Jane, my 2 free reading slots are already taken. However, I will take 2 more for super chats if anybody wants one of those. Oh, happy birthday to Seymour Hugh Jass. Did I say that correctly? PJO, did I say that correctly? Happy birthday and many more. Oh, Holly Ann Fry, you just hit 1,000 subscribers. Congratulations, honey. I remember, I thought I would see it tick over when I hit my first 1,000, and I was in a live, and I didn't, and I just blew past it, and you know, it was kind of fun and kind of, what's that word? I can't find the word here. I'm searching for, underwhelming at the same time. Hey, Turner, welcome. D3 guy, yeah. Go Irish. Go Irish, all righty. Hi, let's see, Daniel, who have not spoken, and from New York. Hope you're staying warm up there. We're about to get that northern chill down here again this coming week. Well, what was I might have missed it. Well, what was your comment? Oh, she's, thank you for the compliment. Thank you, Will. Turner subscribe. Well, thank you so much, Turner. Thank you so much for that. I'm very grateful. And Haley, what? It's your birthday. You know you're not supposed to be, well, my readings are clean. I don't do anything that a 13-year-old couldn't hear, but happy birthday. It's wonderful. Happy birthday. Started to say 18, but my readings are plain. You can be on this channel if you're 13. Just ignore some of these rude people over here in the chat if they come in here tonight. Yeah, you know what? I would too, frankly. I would much rather be invited to some beautiful temples in Tibet than to dinner at the White House. I would too. That would be awesome. my son and daughter-in-law are traveling for a few weeks over in Malaysia, and they've been sending me pictures, and oh, it's just incredible over there. Holly Ann Fry, you're turning 13 also, so I got two. Y'all need to get together. Haley and Holly Ann Fry need to get together here. You're both 13. Thank you, Natalie. That's very sweet. Thank you. Oh gosh, I'm way behind. I didn't realize my comments had stopped scrolling. Welcome, Edgar and Christine. I'm from Alabama, Edgar. Oh, thank you, Christine. Very Southern. Well, we'll play nice here now, because I will block people if they, you know, because as you know, I've already commented, there's some minors here, and you may be one, I don't know, in the chat. So y'all be nice and play nice and be polite and use your manners here, and we'll all be fine. Oh, that's awesome. What's your channel about, Holly Ann Fry? Your fave brunette. I do readings for people. Like, I'm going to greet a few people. I am going to start doing readings here in a minute, but I've been a reader for, I don't know, 30 years, and a meditation teacher, and I talk about spiritual subjects and esoteric and metaphysical things, and I read tarot cards as well. Haley, that's okay, honey. It's all right. That's really kind of a rule that YouTube has, but hello, Azar. Welcome, welcome, and Roberto from Brazil. Ooh la la, that's on my to-do list. Going to Brazil. I love Central and South America. Jane is asking, how do you get on the super chat for a reading? Oh, thank you, Jane. She said, I love your accent, nearly as good as Liverpool Scouse. I don't know what that is, but I'm going to have to look that up now, accent. You should find at the bottom of your screen, I think it's on the bottom right, like at the bottom of where the chat is, there's a little small symbol or icon that looks like a dollar mark. On my screen, it's bottom right. If you click on that, it'll open a box for you, and it'll ask you, Moulet is here. Hi, welcome, my friend. Welcome. Tomorrow you leave. I was thinking the 19th. Did I have it in my mind wrong? But either way, well, I'm going to miss you, but I'm so very, very glad you're going and get to see family and your son. I'm really excited for you and can't wait to hear about that, Moulet, when you get back. Are you worried? Are you saying you hope everything will be all right? You're talking about your trip? I hope so too. Are you concerned? Is that a concern? Do I need to say some extra prayers for you? Hey, David, welcome. Thank you, Moulet. I appreciate you saying that. Yeah, I was just giving that little speech a minute ago. Thank you, MD Ovies. I'm a very old version of Barbie. Yeah, that's it. Croatia, David's from Korea. Oh my gosh, welcome, David. In India, oh, thank you for your subscription. Your cat's being a monster. Well, don't let your cat scratch you, honey. Kanaga said, I have visited Tibet, Istanbul, and Iran. Temples in these countries are beautiful. Well, I've seen pictures, and they do look stunning. I visited some really beautiful ones in Korea when I was there. Okay, Malay, I will do that for you. I promise you. And you know I keep, well, you don't know me that well, but I keep my promises. Hello, Emperor. Okay, Miss Haley, why don't you type your question in? And Jane, if you can't figure out that super chat, let me know, and I'll try to help you with that. Lule, I hope you get a very good night's sleep. I wish you safe and uneventful travels and a safe and protected visit home. And I'll be praying for you, my friend. Thank you for being here at all. Thank you. And I wish you sweet dreams tonight. No, it's not. I don't know how to pronounce it, Emperor. I didn't want to butcher it. Nick? Okay. Now, I try to avoid names that I may offend people if I can't pronounce it, and that's the last thing I want to do. Hey, Anju. Anuj, maybe? Is it Anuj? Okay, well, remember your reading has to, one question only, please. So think carefully before you ask it. One question only, because otherwise I could be here all night. Hi, Ellie. Indian. Did I get close to the right pronunciation, Anuj? What time is it in India? Aren't you guys like 7 hours maybe difference, are you? Perhaps. And Ryan, I hope you're still here. I meant to mention, you guys do need to be here in the chat live when I do your reading. Because I had last week somebody who did a super chat and then left. But, I mean, thank you, but I like to be able to talk to the person I'm reading here. Oh, thank you, Ellie. I have brand new lipstick today just for you guys. It's called Cherries in the Snow is the color by Revlon. So a little shout out to Revlon. For I get nothing, no kickbacks, but a friend of mine wore it a couple of weeks ago when I was visiting with her, and I just loved it. And so I finally got some today. It's 5:30 a.m. Okay, so how many hours would that be? Oh, almost 12 hours. Yeah, it's about 12 and a half hours difference. Oh, goodness. Kanaga, I'm saying. The cat has hid the phone charger. Okay, Ryan, you are here. Okay, I just want to be sure you heard me say that you have to be in the chat. Okay, that was all. I was just checking. Excuse me. Thank you, Anuj. Hey, Haley, would it be okay if I go ahead and do Ryan's reading while you're thinking? I try to take them in order, but if you want to think a minute on your question, then I'll do Ryan's. Okay, good. Ryan, post your question for me, please. Oh, Jane, you figured it out. Thank you, dear. Okay, I got you. Jane will be after Haley with a super chat. Thank you, Jane. Alia, am I saying that close? The free reading slots are already spoken for. I have one more slot for a super chat open if you'd like to do that. My hair is driving me crazy. I can't get it to quit tickling my face. Okay, Ryan is saying Avara. Oh, is that how you... Old Hindi movie. Oh, okay. Yes, Ruth, the free ones have been spoken for. I have one more super chat, though, available if you'd like that slot, Ruth. Okay, sorry, I had to. Thank you, William. Let me get back up here to Ryan. 12 years of meditation, moved recently to the Redwoods. My wife and I are both experiencing lots of synchronicities. I feel in the middle of a transformation. My wife is okay, question. My wife is as well. Question coming. Okay, Ryan. Okay, we're at the crossroads. What does this transformation need me to focus energy? Do you mean... Are you, let me be sure I have your question correctly, Ryan. Are you asking what this transformation is trying to show you? What you're saying energy, and I know it's all, everything is energy. I get that. I'm big on that, in fact. Where to focus your energy, is that the essence of your question? And Ryan, I'm not meaning to put you on the spot, but I'd like to ask, is Ryan your real name? Because it helps me tune into your energy. Help me reflect on this. Let me know if you need more detail. No, I just want to know where to focus my energy. I basically want your help to reflect on this. Okay, Ryan, thank you. All right, give me just a second here while I tune in. Y'all chat amongst yourselves. Ryan, the first question I have is, it might have been, I feel like it was connected to the move, partially this move. You felt the need to start cutting people out of your life. Can you verify that for me, please? Or that could be a current feeling, but it feels like part of this move that you made was about that, cutting things out that you felt were no longer supporting you. Is that correct? Excuse me. Ryan, are you there? Okay, Ryan said, I've been doing that since I was in my 20s. I pretty much welcome that as just a part of life at this point. Sorry, y'all, got a frog in my throat tonight. And I don't really get bothered if people care about that. Yeah, I know it's frankly a good way to be, isn't it? I usually do that if I need space. People around me understand too. That's good. That's good. I was just trying to tune into your energy before I looked at any tarot cards. I like to do that. Well, I know you love the woods. Obviously, you love nature. And I feel like that move, for example, was you know, a lot of people move because they're running away from things more than going towards something. For you, I think it was more going towards something, like going toward a nature element, or living in nature more is what I'm trying to say, or going toward a particular lifestyle, or toward more an environment, meaning people, neighbors, that kind of thing, cultural differences that you are more aligned with there where you are. Ryan said, yes, absolutely, for me spiritually and for my wife. Space to heal, childhood trauma. Oh, boy. Fist bump on that. Yeah, I've got that too. And it's a lifelong thing, isn't it? So, Ryan, I can certainly pull cards for you. I'm feeling, this is why I'm hesitating. If you were sitting in front of me and we were doing a private session, for example, by the way, that information is up in the top of the chat. I forget to tell people that. We would talk, we would be exchanging dialogue, and you would be telling me some of the challenges that you're faced with, and some of these things that, you know, you talked about transformation, but the way you get to transformation, I have a sense that you know this, is through challenges in life, that contrast, as Abraham Hicks calls it. And so if I would talk to you a little bit and find out about that, then I can tune in. I'm very good at looking at patterns, subconscious patterns for people, and then we could talk about that, and And I think that would be the spark, the information sort of really that you're looking for. But it's hard to do that here on, in the chat. I mean, I can read your comments, but that's not necessary. So I am going to pull some cards for you. You're saying, yes, unlimited by the amount of text here. I know, exactly. Exactly. Even when I go to pin my little comment, I got so frustrated when I just wanted one more character in my comment, and I couldn't get it to work for me. One of the things I'd like to comment, this may or may not be relative to what you're feeling or going through. Okay, good. Thank you, Brian. You mentioned that you've been meditating for 12 years. So I think you probably heard me say in the beginning, I think you were here then, I've been meditating for over 35 years. So, and teaching it for more than 25 years. And what I have noticed is not only do we go through cycles with that practice, but we can reach plateaus. And most people think meditation is just a way of checking out and relaxing, and it can be that, it certainly is, but it can also be a spiritual path. So I really do, and this is not really the question you asked me, but I just felt I wanted to share this with you. I don't understand this language, so I can't even comment. Thank you, Michael. Thank you. That I'm feeling like where you've been in terms of your practice and what you're experiencing now in your meditation practice is shifting. And your wife is close, but not quite where you are right now. She's a little bit, I think, behind you in terms of what she's experiencing in her meditation practice. I don't know what kind of practice you do, but I feel one thing, she doesn't meditate at all. Yeah, her energy, but she's very open-minded. Her energy is more evolved, more like a meditator. Let me say that. So, sorry, I'm kind of monitoring the chat over here just to be sure I don't get any trolls on here. One I wanted to talk about was when you sit in your meditation practice, and I haven't forgotten your question, when you sit in your meditation practice, do you ever feel a sense of rocking or movement? Because I feel like where you are, in my meditation practice, it's quite different than most Western practices. We actually do a moving meditation, and I'm feeling a sense that what would benefit you in your meditation practice would be if you're feeling this rocking motion, to let your body give into that more, let your body, and it doesn't happen every time, and I don't want you to look for that in your practice. So I'm really asking, is it something you're already experiencing? Because if it's not, I may be seeing something that's about to happen to you. And so if that happens, it may just feel like a rocking sensation at first. And a lot of people think, oh, that doesn't go with meditation, so I need to stop it and I need to keep my body rigid. And that's not the case in my particular kind of practice. And so I'm encouraging you that if that does happen, to just allow your body, just sort of give in to that and allow your body to move as it needs, because it's a different kind of balancing, and it can really, it can elevate your meditation practice. Okay, enough about that. I realized I waxed on a bit about that. I'm asking what deck to talk to you tonight. Okay. So we want to know, what are some of the transformation that Ryan and his wife are going through? What energies do we need to focus on? What energies are coming forward and that he needs to focus on because of the transformations? Please and thank you. Oh, goodness. Okay. I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at actually me and my team and the messages. They are just... Okay, Ryan is saying, practice for me at this point is 24/7. I'm trying to focus on a broader energetic trend I'm noticing in the world, and now it's connecting with my life. Yes, well, and I bet connecting with my life and feeling through it. I'm going to gamble here, Ryan. I think like this trend that you're talking about is probably, how can I say this? I don't have the words I want, but what I'm feeling is you are connecting with the energy trend, but it's a kind of element. You're also contributing to, you're connecting with it, but I think you're consciously giving to it. In other words, for example, I am an unlimited being living in a physical body, but I have the consciousness and awareness to know that I must, I don't must, no, I don't must. I choose to put out good energy into the world. So when I meditate, I'm going to reach out and connect, and I'm going to contribute positive energy out into the world. So I think there's an element of you wanting to do that. And then I also think there's some kind of particular energy that you're trying to connect with, and I don't... I may come back to that. Here's the thing. This card is the card of self-sabotage. Sorry, but it is. But swords represent mental constructs, thoughts. This person is, this is about winning at all costs, ego and pride, and how he has, you can see these two people here in the background. He has just basically slayed them, beat them in a sword battle, whatever. And it's a very, again, it can be self-sabotage. So there's something you're doing in your practice, I think, that is, and I'm getting that energy even before this card fell. It's not quite in alignment. Ryan is saying, yes, I feel that, like helping to progress the evolution of the broader tension, which is correlating, I notice, with this transformation period. Yeah, I could feel, I mean, I know what you're doing is you're doing, trying to contribute good into the world. I can feel that. Okay, Haley, that's a great question, and I may come back to that. I may ask you to post that again if the chat gets too busy. Ron is saying that's true, and I plan for it to be in alignment. Then I feel like you probably are very familiar with the law of attraction, because I talk a lot about that here on my channel, and being in alignment and telling the end story. In other words, so it may be this, it's just a small trajectory change that might make a difference for you. And I hope I'm not getting too off topic. It feels on topic for me. Excuse me. Oh, Kat, hey, sweetheart, you're here. Oh, goodness, another sleepless night, Kat. Kat's in Austria, and it's very late there. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you so much. You have inspired me to curl my hair now. I only do it for you. Not really. I don't just do it for you, but you have inspired me, so thank you. Hey, Scorpios, and welcome. Thank you for being with us tonight. Alea, I don't see anything. I have only gotten one super chat tonight that I see, so I don't know what you think, what you're telling me that you paid for. Unless I missed it, I don't see it. Thank you. Thank you, Anna. I love you, sweetie. Oh, no, Kat. Oh, goodness. We may have to talk about that, huh? Thank you. I just got this cute little vest today. Isn't it cute? Ryan, I'm not forgetting you. I have to visit with my peeps here, too. Ron is saying, yes, I'm getting close to being able to break through a crucial pattern which is keeping me and my wife back. I bring myself down alignment to meet her where she is and to help her with progress. The opposition, I don't need a man. If I choose to have one, I do date younger men. Y'all are funny. Alea, I'm not sure. I'd see nothing here where you have paid me. So I will look real quick. Oh, yes, you did. I did see it. I'm sorry. You did it right after Jane. It just went through so quickly. I do see it. Okay. I had to just scroll way back in the chat. You must forgive me. I'm trying to really multitask, and I would appreciate your patience instead of, attacking me. That's not appreciated. Oh, goodness, cats in the house. Okay, y'all. Okay, all my super chats are full now. So no more readings tonight, guys. No, I didn't say you lied, honey. I said I didn't see it. There's a big difference. And I would happily refund your money right now and if I knew how to do that. Because you'd have to go through YouTube. I don't know how to do that. Anyway, okay. I can't. You'll have to go to YouTube. I don't have the power to do that. I would happily do that. I cannot do that. You have to go to YouTube for that. Thank you, Sacred Soul. Thank you very much for backing me up on that. No, we're not going to get nasty here. I don't do that. I do want to get back to Ryan, though. Ryan, you're reading. So, the reason I'm talking about this card is I felt there's something, and when I say communication, I'm talking about your communication in the process, whatever process you're using, like when you're meditating, and even, I know, I'm feeling, I don't know, I feel like your situation, your practice, I'm sorry. Mariah, thank you for your question, but my readings are full for tonight. I can't do any more. I've got 5 right now. And Skylord, same answer. They are fine. They are all full. Thank you, though. I love that, Cat. Thank you so much. So, Ryan, and I'm going to try to... Kat's here. She's a moderator, and she can handle this. Now I can focus on you. So, what I was going to say... I feel like what your intentions are good, okay? And I know I don't know the specifics of what you're trying to do. I feel like your intentions are good, they're honorable. And I'm not sure what you're trying to connect to. However, I feel like you need to tell a little bit more, to include in your practices a little bit more of the end story that you're trying to create. Sometimes we get, it's easy to get a little caught up in the, I want to contribute, but by doing that, sometimes you're a little more focused on the things that are wrong in the world instead of how you want it to look in the end. And energy follows your thoughts. So I feel like that's what this card is saying to us tonight in terms of your transformation. That you need to focus on, because that was your original question, what do you need to focus on? Focus on a little bit more of controlling your thoughts, not just sort of meditating and letting them run wherever. There's a time and a place for that. But also focusing your thoughts to more the end story that you're trying to create. Living in the end, as Abraham Hicks, I think, is the one that says that. Living in the end story. So let me see if you have, if I missed one of your comments here, forgive me. Hi, Perry. Welcome. A very good evening to you as well. Thank you, Hannah. I appreciate you got my back too. And thank you, Sacred Soul Company. That's so sweet. Thank you for that. Let me just catch up, be sure I didn't miss one. Ryan saying that's good feedback. I often focus on goodness in the moment, and I see the value in envisioning my dreams to live. Yes. Well, I talk about this a lot here, and I know people my regulars get tired of hearing it. But it really is, and it's not original to me. I've just learned it through having really good teachers like Abraham Hicks and other teachers who talk about law of attraction, and Joe Dispenza and those kind of people. So it's not original. I'm just passing the message on and trying to pass that word out to the world, so to speak. Yeah, Crystal, we might get that here too. I don't know. Oh, thank you, Perry. You missed me talking about that earlier. Brand new lipstick for you guys tonight. It's called Cherries in the Snow. So it feels like, Ryan, thank you for letting me commune with my community here as I'm doing your reading. I think it's really, tarot sometimes is so literal. It's just saying you're sabotaging your mission of what you want to do by something you're doing in your thinking. And that's, you ask about the new focus. So I feel it's simply your new focus is to get a little bit more aware of your thoughts. And I always recommend Abraham Hicks videos. I think she's an excellent teacher because it's not, and I think you will appreciate this. I say this a lot, but I just sense that you will appreciate this. So our thoughts are creative. We think the thought is an electric charge. This is actually from Joe Dispenza that goes out into the quantum field. And then whatever request we've made is automatically given. But in order to get that request out of the quantum field and down here into our 3D world, we have to be in the emotion of already having it. And so the emotion is the magnet that brings it into our 3D world. So not only your thoughts and thinking and imagining and envisioning the end, how you want the end to look of what you're trying to connect to and what you're trying to manifest over there, but also bring in your emotions. How does it feel to whatever this thing is that you're trying to connect with? How does that feel? Make it very tangible. And so bringing all those things together, your mind, I really feel like for you the biggest one is your mind. And I really think if you'll start to, like I said, listen to some Abraham Hicks videos, and she talks about the emotional scale and how you start here and you work. You can't go from Z to A. Z being this is all the things that's wrong with the world, and A is where I want the world to be, peace and harmony. You can't go from Z to A. It's a gradual process, and she has some great processes that you can use to help you with that. So anyway, Ryan, I hope that helps. That's what I've got for you. I feel like it's really, I'm not saying it's easy, but it's simple. And I think it's a small enough tweak. I'm not saying it's easy, but it's a small enough tweak that I think this will help you a lot if you can start being aware of your thoughts and what you're creating from your thoughts. So I hope that helps. And when you do that, things are going to go very, very fast in the direction that you want them to go. This is the Chariot, the fastest moving card in the tarot. Yep, just have to have strength. Yep, yep, yep. And I think your focus will be narrowed. I think this is having a lot of options. I don't know which way to go. I think you're narrowing your focus is what I'm seeing. Yep. So Ryan, I hope that was helpful. I'd love to hear a report back. If you can ever do that for me, that would be awesome, and let me know how that's gone for you. And I appreciate you being here, and I wish you much luck and success with that. And go hug a tree for me. Especially those redwoods. Goodness, those are so majestic. They are moving fast already in a good way. I think I will incorporate your advice. Thank you for your time. My pleasure, Ryan. Thank you again for being here. Thank you so much. All right. Oh, I missed your other comment. Ryan said, sorry, my question's... No, that's fine, Ryan. I get all kinds here. I do. Now, Haley asked a question. Thank you, career calling. Thank you for posting that. I knew it was about your career. What is your career? Oh, goodness. What do you like doing, Haley? First of all, what do you like doing? Oh, thank you, See Young, 33. Yeah, See Young, 33. Thank you so much. Michael, I'm not married. Stop it. Pradeep, welcome. Thank you for being here. Love from India. I was wondering, yeah, that sounds like an Indian name. Thank you so much for being here. Jane, no, don't post your question yet, honey. You'll get lost in the feed. Yeah, just wait until I ask you for it. But I've got your name down on my list here. Well, that's good. That's a good thing, Haley. Oh my goodness, from Czech Republic. Wow. Well, welcome, Hamza. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Rajasthan, India, Pradeep, that's very far away, and I hear so many good things about India. I would love to go there. I don't know how many trips I have left, though. Hopefully, you know, got 20 more years here. Hey, Taylor. I am a worldie, aren't I? I'm getting there. Oh, thank you. It's like one of my, probably the favorite color. It used to be red, and I do still love red, but black is my number one and sometimes two. But okay, Haley, I'm going to ask. Haley wants to know, Haley, did you answer my... Oh, Haley, I asked you, and that was the answer to my question. I asked Haley. Now, Haley is a young budding superstar here. Oh, goodness, Kat. Honey, I'm sorry. All right, we'll chat in a bit. Catch up here. Haley is still living at home. She's 13. She's a budding superstar. I know it. I feel it. So let's see what kind of career might potentially be in your future. Haley, you understand, tarot readers only pick up on potentials out in the quantum field. So, and you should never ever, this is for everybody, you should never ever base any big decisions in your life based on a tarot reader. Shouldn't, that wouldn't be funny. Playboy Bunny, welcome, sweetie. Thank you for joining us tonight. I always love your energy here. Yeah, so these might just be suggestions, you know, different things to consider for you. Let's see what comes out for you. What sort of career paths can you suggest for Haley, please, and thank you? What sort of career paths can you suggest for Haley? Ooh. Well, I don't know. Sometimes tarot is literal. Let me pull a couple more here. 1 second. Let me get a couple more, please, for Haley. Because that can mean a number of things. What kind of career paths might you suggest for Haley to consider? Do you like horses, Haley? Haley, are you there? Guys, by the way, if you have not hit that thumbs up, please do that. It's just a way to say you support me and say thank you to me for being here on my Friday night. You do love horses. That's awesome. Because you might, yeah, you might actually end up being kind of obsessed. And it's so funny, I'm laughing because my middle granddaughter is a horse lover. And I mean, she was born a horse lover from the moment she could say horse or know what a horse was. She's loved horse. And I think horse people are just born. I swear I do. But this card can be a card that says obsession. And I saw this card. All right. Now just look at the picture. And then this card at the bottom of the deck one of the things it can be is means obsession. And so I laugh because it reminds me very much of the energy with my granddaughter and horses. She hardly knows how to think about or talk about anything else. Now, she's a very bright girl. I'm kind of making fun of her a little bit. That's not entirely true. But her passion, bordering on obsession, is horses. Now, that could mean a number of things. It could mean maybe you want to learn to ride horses. Maybe you want to, I don't know, you could maybe even be a vet. Or, because cups talk about love in the tarot. They talk about love and emotions. So it could tell me, that's why I said, do you love horses? Victoria's saying, hi family, I cannot wait to meet a horse soul for my first time. Well, and it happens, that's right. Wait. Ron, Newport Beach, California, in the house. All right. Well, I hope you're safe. Ron, I don't know where that is in California, but I don't think it's near LA, is it? I hope you're okay and safe. Hey, G. Sid, welcome to the family. Got almost everybody's here. I am doing well. Thank you so much. Well, I am, G. Sid. I've already got 5, though. I'm full for tonight, but thank you. And Haley's saying, in capital letters, oh my God, I was planning on being a vet. Haley, it's what I do, honey. It's what I do here. Yeah, I think that's exactly, I won't even dig deeper because I think the cards here are saying you may question it a little bit. In other words, you may have a little trouble surrendering to it. That's what that card can mean. But Wheel of Fortune is very good fortune. So this is telling me this would be a good choice for you financially, for sure. Although, you know, vet schools cost as much as medical schools. So I really think, I mean, do I need to, I was thinking I'd get more for you, but now, I don't know where you live. Well, I'm thinking about what, as far as career choices, what this card can mean is it can be divine timing. It can also sometimes mean travel. It may mean that you have to travel. So, I don't know. You know, you could just be going to a school that, obviously, there aren't many vet schools for large animals all over I mean, maybe in your back neighborhood, but anyway. Canada? You're in Canada, okay. Well, there's one. I know there's a vet school right here near me in Auburn, and I think they do have large animals vets training there. I think. I'm not certain about that. Oh, Mike, you're from Prince Edward Island, a little town. I've heard of that in called Summerside in Canada. Oh, wow, that's awesome. Oh, I know y'all cold up there. Goodness, 2 or 3 people here from Canada tonight. Yeah, welcome and thanks for joining me. So, Haley, I think that was pretty clear to me. How do you feel? I think maybe that's a good path for you. Clearly, you love it, or you would love it. Yeah. Haley, I hope that helps, honey. I mean, I thought that was quick and uneventful. I like when tarot's that clear. I love it. Oh, good, in Toronto. Haley said, my mom and I found a really good vet school in Toronto. Well, awesome. I am wishing you all the luck with that, Haley. Thank you, honey, for being so patient and for finally, and I'm glad that it was so clear, that your reading was so clear, that we could get that out of a tarot deck so clearly for you. I love how tarot works, right? Okay, I'm going to move on now to Miss Jane. Jane, would you post your question for me again, please? Muzaffar, all the readings are spoken for tonight. I had 5 slots and they are all spoken for, but I appreciate you very much, you being here and checking out what I do. Oh, good, Haley. Well, just remember now, you have free will. Don't plan your life around what a tarot reader says. Don't ever do that. Thank you, Kat. I was going to do that myself. Thank you for taking care of that. Okay, Jane, where's Jane? Where's her question? Because I've lost it in the chat here, Jane. Could you post your question for me, please, again? Oh, good. Thank you, Taylor. Go, I don't know if you're playing with your cat or what you got to do, honey, but thank you for being here tonight. I wish you much love and success, and I look forward to seeing you again. You take care. Jane, are you here? Jane, oh, Jane, where are you? Let me scroll back up here. Let's see if I can. Oh, there you are. I see it. Hang on 1 second. Jane is saying, I'm moving shortly after moving a lot in the past few years. Is this the right move? And will it be my last? What deck for Jane, please? What deck for Jane tonight? Okay. Let's ask Jane. Haley, that's funny. I'm glad you did that. Good thinking. All right. Thank you for the comment, Ninja Badass. I mean, compliment. Sorry, compliment. Thank you. Okay, Jane is asking, I am moving shortly after moving a lot in the past few years, and is this the right move? Well, are you already doing it, Jane? Isn't it? I'm not being condescending. I'm just saying if it's already planned, or I assume you're asking because you could get out of it. Is that what? Because certainly. Good night, Anne. I love you, sweetie. Thank you for supporting me here. Yes, Jonathan, but all my readings are spoken for tonight. I'll be back tomorrow, though. Tomorrow afternoon. I remember, Haley. I remember. You have sold your house? Well, honey, why are you asking me that question? I'm trying to understand that the real question, because if you've already sold your house, you have to do it. You have to live somewhere, right? One second, I just had to. Bye, Haley. Jane, I'm not being difficult, I swear. I want to. Tarot can be so literal, I have to, but it works better if I ask the right question. That's why I'm hesitating. I want to be sure I get the right question for you. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Jane said, well, I'm just a bit confused. All right, well, let me do this. Let's see. Maybe I'll ask, What is the potential of how this move will go for you if you follow through the process? I mean, I'm trying to get the question right for you. All right, let's ask that question, please. What is the potential, highest potential, most likely potential of how this will proceed for Jane if she continues through in this move? Let's put it like that. Whoop, okie dokie. Well, this is very good. Uh-oh, did I speak too soon? Wait a minute. Okay. Jane, I'm wondering if you're moving because of a heartache, like you broke up with somebody maybe, or divorced or whatever, and that might be the cause of you moving. Is that potentially what's going on here? Because it might be, thank you, Kat. Thank you, Jonathan. And I have some cards in also my intuition that may be saying that's the case here. I have an Emperor in reverse. Now, this is somebody who likes to control things. Emperor's not a bad guy in the upright. He's an authority figure. He is, you know, ruler of his kingdom. What can I say? It can also mean strong willpower. So in reverse, it's somebody who's overly controlling. But you have justice. This is good. This is very good. I'm sorry, I'm a little quite distracted by the comments over here. So the Justice card, Jane, I'm with you now. The Justice card. This is saying balance. We ask what would happen. This is saying balance. Good justice versus injustice. That's good. That's good. This can mean collaboration, coming together. To me, this would be meeting new people, meeting neighbors, coming together maybe in a community that you enjoy. And the best card is the Ace of Cups. So this is very positive. You know, with the exception of this guy where we started out. So I got the feeling this probably isn't you, though. This may be the reason you're doing what you're doing. So you can tell me that in the comment, if you will, and give me feedback. But this is positive. This is a beautiful new emotional beginning. Now, wait a minute, you said I'm moving to leave the past behind. Yeah, that's living next door to where I was born, where there was a lot of bad childhood memories. Well, that explains it, because this is saying the truth. And this King of Swords, he cuts out things that no longer serve him. That's the energy that I was feeling from this. But he can also be a divorced person. That's why I asked you about the divorce. He's cutting out things that no longer serve him. Things that where he was betrayed. This can, yeah, betrayed, lied, cheat, all those nasty things where you felt abandoned, left out in the cold, as it were, and your heart was broken. But these two cards are in reverse. And that means you're healing. You're coming in out of the cold. You're healing your heart from all of this. Excuse me. And you're standing up. You're standing your ground. You're taking the high ground. You're defending your position, essentially. Yes. You may be feeling like there were some things that were missed opportunities for you. I know you're fearing that this might be a reckless move, but it's not. Planting seeds. I love this. Planting seeds for the long term. Yes. Saving your money. You're being prudent with your money. And what can't she see? Yes. The moon thinks as you can't see. What can't you see? That you're healing. That this is going to cause you healing. And I love this card. This just came up for Haley. This is, you know, in a love reading, it's somebody coming in with a couple of, but basically it's you. It's somebody who's moving on to filling, in this case, your cup of love. Something that, it's just all very positive, Jane. So I have to say yes, absolutely. In the past, I think you felt divided about what direction to go, and maybe you had a time where you just didn't do anything. You were afraid to go in any direction. You were overthinking it. Yep. You learned a lot from this situation. Yep, there was a little self-sabotage along the way. You had a tower moment. Yeah, all that where you were disappointed, and it's just telling the whole story there, basically. Samuel, how about I do this instead? Okay. Oh, goodness, Crystal, that's awful. Dr. Mona Awan, I am doing very well. Thank you for asking. Thank you so much. Jane, I mean, I don't want to overcomplicate it. The answer is yes. I think it is going to be a good move for you. I really do. Now, you asked a second question, and I don't even remember what it was, but it was something about timing, was it? I don't usually do timing because free will. Let me see what it is. Yeah, that's a second question. And honestly, Jane, I'm not going to answer that one because people have free will, and there's this thing called law of attraction that you hear me talk about if you've been here before. But you can change that. Your life could change tomorrow. I'm just pulling on the potential that is here for you today, the most likely potential that is here for you today. And who knows? Your question, the energy I feel when I read your question was like, and will I have to move again? It was more like that as opposed to, oh, will I move again? So I'm going to let you work on that and see what life throws in your way. And I mean that in a positive way. What if you fell in love and met somebody and got to move to a beautiful new mansion somewhere? I know moving's a chore. I get it. Moving is a big hassle. I get it. But I don't, I mean, I'll pull one card for you, but I really don't. I think you need to, here's what I'm feeling. I think you need to focus on what's in front of you right now instead of trying to look that far down the road, because that can change drastically by your actions and your thoughts that you're creating and what you're putting out into the universe and telling the universe that you want. So, yeah, interesting. Got that Emperor again. That's telling me, and I think this might be you this time around, that maybe you're wanting to control things a little too much, Jane, and that's not really the best way to go through life. I understand we feel safer when we can control things, but really, to be honest, you don't have control. It's a myth that we have control over anything in our life. Honestly, the only thing we have control over is what we do with what happens to us in life. So that's, I feel like, a message that may hit a little, I don't know, different for you, but hopefully you will take that in the good humor that I meant it. It wasn't a criticism at all. We all have a side that likes to control things. But in the end, who knows what tomorrow will bring, right? So I'm going to suggest you focus on what's in front of you, this move that you've got. It looks very, very positive for you. I'm happy to report. And see what life brings you. I really feel like this is going to be really positive for you, though, Jane. And I got a real strong sense that you're going to meet some fun new people, like neighbors and, you know, groups or whatever. And it's going to be good, real positive for you. So that's what happened to me when I downsized for the third time and moved where I am now. And I have all these new groups of friends that I didn't have. I've got a bridge group. I've got a meditation group. You know, I've got all these different little new groups, a dinner group of friends that I didn't have because of where I was living. And so I feel that sort of same energy for you happening here, Jane. But anyway, wish you the very best. I hope that's going to be an easy move for you, because I know that's not always an easy thing, moving. Okay, Alea, and I apologize if I'm not saying your name correctly. Would you type your question for me, please? Your turn. That's right, Crystal. That's right. We can't. Oh, you're welcome, Jane. It's my pleasure. It's really my sincere pleasure, and I appreciate you being here tonight. Thank you. Well, and we all can use a little comfort, couldn't we? And life's tough, right? Yes, we are on the super chats. And I'm waiting, Taylor. It happens, baby, it happens. I know you meant your mind at Essex. Oh, your mind at Essex. Okay, like a place. Okay. So it's a bubble, a double meaning there. Hey, Drew. All right, let me find. See if I can scroll back up here and find. I don't think she posted her question. Maria, all of my readings are spoken for tonight, honey. Oh, Taylor. Oh, okay. Okay, thank you, Taylor. I'm sorry. Thank you, Taylor, but no more readings. I can't be here till midnight, y'all. Okay, I will take your, obviously you paid for a super chat, Taylor, but let's let that be it, or I'll be here till midnight. I'm trying to find, it's Aalyah. Alea, I don't know how to pronounce her name. I'm so sorry. If you're here, please type in your question. She was the one that was unhappy because she thought I called her a liar. Whatever. And I can't, it's so far up in the chat here. I don't think she posted a question, or did she? But I only do questions if you're here in the chat, so you need to speak up, please and thank you. Aalyah, maybe? Is it Aalyah? Is that how you say Aalyah? Aalyah, maybe that's how you say it. Okay. Aalyah. Aalyah. If you're here, please type your question. Let me get back down here now to the bottom. I am 73 years old. I am quite real, yes. Caesar, if you typed a question, I did not see it, but my readings are full for the evening, so I cannot take any more requests for the night. Unless, I don't know, this lady doesn't show up. Let me see. I don't see her question, and she's not answering. And she was the one that was so... Anyway, I'm not going to say that. So maybe she'll come back. If she does, that'll be wonderful. Caesar, hang on a minute, because I've got, if that lady doesn't show up, I will have a spot, but it would be for a super chat, because I've given away the free readings tonight. Drew, thank you so much. That's very kind. Thank you. Taylor, what is the what about your question? What question are you asking? Taylor, it's lost. Oh, that question. I haven't, I'm getting to you. Be patient. Be nice now. Come on. Oh, Lord, Taylor, I just now read your question. This is why I need to wear my glasses. There we go. All right, I hope you're not asking me about this older woman. I think some of y'all have too much time and money. I'm just saying. Taylor, now I will block you if you start talking. We have a nice group here. We're very polite to each other, so don't be you're not my boss. Let me be clear. I'm here to do a reading out of the kindness of my heart and generosity because I have some skills. Don't be bossing me around. That's the fastest way to drive me away. The fastest way to get me to do something is tell me I cannot do it, and vice versa. So. Cat is first. You have to wait your turn besides. Cat is first. All right, Cat, what's your question, darling? Hey, Amy, welcome. Thank you for being here tonight. Glad you found us. Taylor, be patient. Cat, where's your question, honey? Yes, I do, Amy. That information is pinned at the top of the chat. Thank you for asking. She was asking if I do personal readings, and yes, I do, if anybody's interested in that. Thank you. Oh, honey. Oh, Cat, I'm so sorry. Oh, Victor, that's so very kind. Thank you. All are so sweet. Thank you. If you could see close up and all the wrinkles, I'm sure you might not. No. You know, the last he said was to wait for him. Yeah, well, that he loves you. Well, Cat, that doesn't mean he doesn't love you. And doesn't mean he doesn't want you to wait for him. Seems like I remember saying something like this to you, did I? Taylor, I'm going to block you if you continue to post your question. It is not your turn. It's real simple. It's Cat's turn. I take people in the order of their request. Cat was before you. Yeah, I know, Cat. That's ugly. I mean, feeling-wise. Oh, did I just hit my mic? I'm sorry. What deck for? Okay. Cat. So what is going on here? And Glory is his name, yeah. Okay, I'll reserve what I'm feeling. I want to see what the cards say, Cat. Yes, Taylor is in line after you, but he's got to be patient. No, Taylor has a spot, Tracy. Taylor paid for a super chat. True, thank you. And I work out 3 days a week. Don't you just love it? There aren't many of me. All right. Cat saying if I tell him I saw him, he will say, oh, why are you there? I know, that's a catch-22, isn't it? Plus his birthday's on Monday. God, Tracy. I'm so, oh, Tracy, forgive me, Tracy. Thank you for correcting me on that. Thank you. That's one of those names that could go either way, so thank you. Think of Spencer Tracy. Well, I hope your partner does look young when she's older, he or she. Mrs., you said. William, if you will look at the top of the chat, My information is there if you want a private reading. I do come here on YouTube and do lives 2 or 3 times a week. And so if you're subscribed and you've hit the notification bell, you will get notified when I go live. But the free readings go very, very quickly. I mean, usually in the first minute, those are spoken for. And then I can do super chat readings. But tonight, my readings are full for tonight. Yes, I'll be back tomorrow afternoon sometime. I don't know exactly what time. I'm trying to think of the way I want to word this question, Kat, for your person. Because that's like, really, you want to know why he's on there, what his feelings are for you, why, I mean, there's several questions, and remember, there's one question because it can go on forever. You're welcome, William. Thank you for asking the question. I think I'll start with what are his feelings for you right now, Kat? Because that's sort of the crux of it, isn't it? Okay, Crystal. Are you the Crystal that's been here all night? My goodness, bless your heart. Thank you, Crystal. Okay, y'all got to start with the super chats. I'll be here to midnight. I love y'all, Bo. I love y'all. Okay, Crystal, I got you. I just got, you know, the issue here is I have to get faster at reading. I tend to want to do these long drawn out readings. Well, I like to go deep on readings. I like to go deep instead of just pulling 2 cards like most readers do. No, Taylor, this is still Kat's reading. How old are you, Taylor? All right, I'm asking about Glory for Catalina. What are Glory's feelings for Catalina, please? Well, I know that. Sneaky. He's sneaking. We know that, right? That's what I said. Yeah. Heavily burdened. Secrets that are coming to light. Duh. Looking out at more than one person, wanting to celebrate, maybe overindulging. Duh. Now the Empress is, now remember the context of the question I asked, Kat. Expansion, creativity, nurturing. This is a beautiful card. But followed by the sneaky deaky lying and cheating card. And the I'm up all night crying. And so it feels like this is more you, but I don't know. Followed by a Queen of Wands, which I don't like. In the context of that, she's my other woman card. Other person, no gender in tarot. All right, so this is what we know, but what are his intentions, feelings and intentions? I still want to know more. What does this mean for Kat? I mean, what is he doing here? What the heck is he doing? Kat, how many times have I told you about law of attraction, though? We've had this talk before. Thank you, Kat. I love that. I second that, Taylor. Take a beer and a chill pill. Drink a beer and a chill pill. What else? Show me what Glory's feelings are toward Catalina, please. He joined recently, so it's hard to find people on such apps. It takes time. I know. I know that personally. I met my last husband on eHarmony. Notice I said X. Yeah, but why? Why? Okay, yeah, he wants to move on to calmer waters, but okay. Lack of stability, love, learning, obsession, overly emotional, juggling, self-sabotage, conflict, competition. Yes, these we know. What else is new? Tell me more about Glory and Catalina, please. Well, yeah, it is a bit reckless, isn't it now, Kat? And I'm not explaining all of your cards like I normally do because you've been here long enough. You know I'll get there in a minute. You're wondering if he's there because he's secure of wishing another woman in his life and stopped loving me. Well, so far I don't have any warm fuzzies of love here when I ask about his feelings for you, Kat. I'm not going to lie to you. He's at a crossroads and he's trying to heal. This is true. And this card is speaking heavily. This is the Ten of Wands. See this? She has, wait, let me put these cards down. She has come all the loaded up her mule or cow, whatever that is. I don't have my glasses on. And has traveled all the way down that mountain with this heavy burden. Yeah. There's something that's troubling him in this relationship with you, that's for sure. Show me that. What is troubling him in the relationship with Kat? Let's ask that. Clarity. Oh, no, that's the Ace of Wands. Doggone it. I got to put my glasses on. Hang on a minute. Ace of Wands. Well, the Ace of Wands with the Queen is committing. Listen to the intuitions. Yeah. Kat, I just don't. I don't have that card that would nail it down for me in terms of the issue is him not wanting to commit. But you heard me ask, what is the real issue? And this card popped out. This is the Ace of Wands. This is a passionate, emphasis on passionate new beginning. In other words, I don't think he wants to start over and have this with you is what the issue is. I'm still asking. Taylor, I'm not a 1 card, 2-second reader. Just not who I am. Oh. What did I just say? Thank you, Tara, for backing me up. What did I just say? Repeat back to me what I just said. I don't have the Hierophant here, which would be the card that would tell me. This is the Hierophant card that just fell out. Kat. Now, it is in the upright. No. In any definition of that, Taylor, I would definitely be worth waiting for, and I'm talking about readings. Take your mind out of the gutter. Mia, my slots for tonight are full, honey. Thank you for being here, but I'll be back tomorrow afternoon. If you are subscribed and you hit that notification bell, I'll be back tomorrow afternoon and maybe Sunday as well. Kat, I just, you know, this passionate new beginning, commitment, doing things traditionally. And at the bottom of the deck is this card. And you've heard me talk about in this deck in particular, because these people are sitting in a rainbow. The Ten of Cups is like an illusion. I think he thinks that the happily ever after is an illusion. And I don't think this is just you. I think it's anything. I think he's just not ready to settle down. And was it you that we talked about this last time we did a reading? I don't know. I do so many readings here. I'm not sure, but he does have feelings for you. Look, this is the, what is that? Ace of Cups. But I just don't feel like, which card? This is, you're asking what's that card? This is the Ace of Cups. This is the Light Sea of Tarot, so the artwork's a little different. This is the Hierophant, and this is the Ten of Cups. I'm not sure which card you were asking me about. Well, of course it would say that, right? Kat says, but his profile says he looks for a relationship. Well, of course, because men know that's what women are looking for. They're looking for a man who will commit. And I'm not saying he won't. Maybe he doesn't. He's questioning if you're that person. Sakshi, my readings for tonight are full, but thank you for being here. Okay, good, Mia. I hope you'll come see me tomorrow. Anything else for Rory and how he feels, his true feelings and intentions toward Catalina? His true feelings and intentions toward Catalina, please. Jeez, really? Okay, Kat, this... It just took a turn. Two of Cups. Didn't I just say he loved you? Didn't I just say? I showed you the Ace of Cups. He has feelings for you. I don't think that is in question. I think he genuinely means that. I don't think that's in question. Have you thought about the fact, what if he was there to see if you were there? Have you thought about that? Excuse me. Kat, I don't want to say it that way, but that might exactly be what this is going on here. And I've been in those shoes, and I don't want to say that word. He's trying to heal, broken heart, Ten of Swords, an ending maybe, yeah, which kind of feels like, because I'll tell you what I feel. He loves you, but he doesn't think he can give you what you need or want. He doesn't think he can measure up and meet your expectations, Kat. All right, there it is. He doesn't think he can meet your expectations. I feel like I got lipstick on my teeth, do I? Yeah. Unequal give and take. With what or about what? An Empress. And that's the truth. And that essentially is what's caused a Tower. And again, he knows you love him. And there are feelings here. But he's cut off communications because he's not willing to change. I keep getting the same message. I'm not sure if he's not willing or just not able at this time, or a combination. A combination. I think he's just not... God, I hate that this... It's Two of Cups. Wow. Let me see what you're saying here. I should read your comments. Oh, I got you. You say no. No, you should not tell him, Kat. You should not. You need to be dumb like a fox in this situation, I think. This is just my personal opinion. I think you need to be dumb like a fox here. Let's see if he comes. I think you should pretend like you don't know he's out there. Let's see what he does. That's what I would do. You know, there's a saying. I know you're from Austria. I don't know if you've ever heard this saying. But we have a saying that if you give a man enough rope, he may hang himself. So I think you don't say to him that you know he's on Tinder. You don't say a thing about that. Maybe you even just wish him a happy birthday and see if he comes back, see what he does. But I do not feel, although these in and of itself, I could read this to say, oh, a passionate new beginning, he wants to commit to you because he loves you and you're his everything. And yeah, that is one way I could read these cards. But the energy I'm feeling here, I'm just not. So if I'm wrong, I will eat my shoe. I don't eat some. I don't know what I'll eat, but I have to go with my intuition, not just what the cards are saying, Kat. And my intuition is saying he may very well love you, but I just don't think he's ready to commit. I think he's just running from himself. He thinks he's running from you, but he's running from himself is what he's doing with all these kind of good feelings. Well, Kat, here's what I would recommend. Taylor, I know you're still here. I see you. If you want this person, and I know I've told you this before, or you've been here enough, you've heard me say it a million times, you need to get busy manifesting what you want. You need to be living in the end, envisioning the end of what you want, the end story, not over here, oh my God, he's on Tinder. He's dating other people and panicking. You are in that desperate panicking mode, and I know it hurts. I'm not belittling your feelings. But law of manifestation says you will never get what you want if you're over there stuck in that mode. You've got to pivot and come over here and start thinking positively if you want him. And then, and here's the trick, you cannot sit there and wait and keep looking back and looking at what he's doing and looking at his profile. You've got to let it go. You put it out there. Now you have to bring it back in here with your emotions of believing that it's real. I know we've talked about this 100 times. No, you don't tell him that. That's a very small way to handle this, Kat. The grown-up, spiritually evolved, spiritually mature way to handle this. You know he's on Tinder. You know he's dating. Okay. That's the truth. You've discovered that. Or at least he's on Tinder, which implies certainly that he is. You don't live your life waiting on him. You don't live your life being bitter about what he's doing instead of being at your door. You will never get anyone based on that energy. Remember, everything in the world is energy. Instead, you have to pivot, get on with your life. Now, if you would take him back if he came, leave the door open, but you can't be focusing on him and getting anywhere in your life, because you're giving away your future by looking back. That's essentially what you're doing. You're looking back, and so your future is just being spun off into some other world. I don't know where, but I think it would be interesting for you to wish him a happy birthday and see if he responds. And if it opens up any dialogue. If he doesn't respond, Kat, then that's the answer. When somebody doesn't communicate, that is a clear message. Don't make anything more of it. Don't overthink it. If they want to talk to you, they will. If they don't, they don't. It's very simple, Kat. Don't try to make it anything, because I've done this before, and don't try to make it anything more than that. If he wanted to talk to you, he knows your number. He knows how to reach you, and he's made the choice. He's made a choice to not talk to you. He's made a choice to go over here and put himself out there on Tinder. And so you should definitely not sit there and wait for him. No. If he comes back, if he came back right now, I don't think he would have changed. He needs to go out there, frankly, and experience some other people. And he'll go out there and find some people that might entertain him for a day or two, and then, you know, he'll compare them to you, because clearly he has feelings for you, and hopefully that'll bring him back. So you're thinking about this. I know how hard it is. Again, I'm not minimizing your feelings, but honestly, it really needs to be about you putting him down and facing forward instead of facing back. Well, Kat, I can't, thank you, Michael. Yeah, these are, I love these glasses. They just, hey, Taylor. Need new lenses in them. So, that's right. Ryan could be right about that. I wish I had a different answer, Kat, but you... Again, don't try to make his lack of communication something else. Yeah, if he comes back to you and said, I was captured by natives and held in the jungle against my will for 2 months when I didn't talk to you, I'd probably want some evidence of that. But he's not communicating because he doesn't want to. It's very simple. Don't try to make excuses for him. I'm not telling you not to love this man. You can still love him. And I have lived this personally, so I'm talking to you from experience. Get on with your life. Do the best you can to not think about him, frankly. If he comes around, listen to him. Let's see if he's changed. Because I think if he came to you right now, he wouldn't be changed. Honestly, I think he'd just be a revolving door again. No, that's right, Kat. It doesn't. He can put his profile out there all day. It doesn't mean he's with anybody. Maybe he just needs to get out there and be knocked around a little bit and get humbled, and then maybe he'll come back to you. So this could be a good thing. You are creating this outcome, Kat. I need to preach that to you a little bit more. You're preaching, you keep telling, you keep so hyper-focused on, but he's on Tinder and you're panicking. You are not going to get what you want from that energy. You've got to calm yourself down and focus on what you want over here, not what you don't want. And that's all I'm going to say about that, okay? Well, right. Why do you think he asked if you'd wait for him? He wants you to be sitting there as a backup plan if he doesn't find something else out there. That's exactly what he wants. He wants his cake and eat it too. He wants you sitting there waiting. Yep, no communication. Yep. So that's right. That's the truth of that. Well, Ryan, yeah, and he's probably hoping for options, even if he doesn't have any. Well, Dee, I like to think there are some people, men out, not just men, women do it too. But it is a point of attraction. Law of manifestation. I can't preach it enough. But I wish I had better news, but that's what I get tonight, Miss Cat. That could change tomorrow, you know. People have free will. Okay, Taylor. Taylor. Yeah, every dating site, I think, is like that. Mustafa, hello, welcome. Yes, Taylor. What's your question, Taylor? I'm very well. Thank you for asking. Okay, Taylor, can you tell me this person's first name? And I'm trusting you that's a serious question. You're not just... This better be a serious question. I'm here to help people. I had a feeling that might be the case. I don't need to pull cards for this. I don't... If you're talking about me, Taylor, now this is serious. I'm having a serious one-on-one with you right now. If you're talking about me, I am taking a time out right now from dating. I honestly am. I want to focus on what I'm doing here on YouTube. I have, as I mentioned earlier, lots of new friend groups. I'm really happy right now. Not to say that I'm opposed to a relationship, but I really just not out there looking right now. Yeah, Kat, I think that's pretty, I mean, you just kind of stated your whole situation there in that one comment, didn't you? I haven't seen you, Taylor. That's right. I haven't seen you. I know nothing about you. I mean, you could be, now think about it from my shoes. You could be a 12-year-old boy living in, you know, with his 6 siblings and parents in a van down by the river. And you're not old enough to get that reference. But watch reruns of Saturday Night Live. Cosmos, my readings for tonight are full, but I'll be back tomorrow afternoon. And welcome, Mustafa. You are from Istanbul. Oh, that's in Turkey. Turkey, Istanbul. Hey, Sakshi, welcome. Thank you for subscribing. 34 from Liverpool. Well, Taylor, that's a good start. I own your own house. Okay. A bluegrass addict. Of course, you're not ugly unless you believe you are. And you're all man. Well, that's good to know. So all the parts still work, everything. Taylor, you really are flattering me. You're a sweetheart. Thank you. And you didn't have to do a super chat to have that conversation, but... Chelsea, England, or Chelsea, Alabama, Johan? Well, Taylor, I tell you what, you fill out a profile with a picture and you email it to my email. It's in the top of that, and we'll talk later. How about that? You email it to my email and we'll go from there. Of course, you know, people can, you could send me a picture of Brad Pitt, right? I don't know. I have WhatsApp, Taylor, but that won't do. No, you'll have to email me. Yes, there is a Chelsea, Alabama. Yes, I actually lived there for about 5 years. Well, right on the verge of there. Oh, thank you, Mustafa. Thank you. That's very kind. It's pinned, and it's at the top of the chat. There's a pinned comment up there. It's got my email in it. You are just a big flirt, aren't you, Taylor? And I am flattered. Thank you, sweetheart. I'm not making fun of you. I am truly. Okay. All right. And it's very late there, by the way. Have you been to the pub tonight? Do you go to the pub on the weekends? I love, maybe I've said this in one of my previous videos, Taylor. I love BritBox and watching British mysteries and things like that. It's my favorite TV to watch. So they're always at a pub somewhere. Although I don't think I could live in England, Taylor, because I need the sun, and I don't drink beer anymore anyway. I started saying I can't drink warm beer, but I do like tea. What did you tell me your favorite tea is? Let me see. Wasn't English breakfast, Earl Grey, was that right? Oh, you do? I have a good friend that lives in France, and she spends a lot of time in Spain also. It's a beautiful country. Let me guess, you have a house down on the coast? Earl Grey, yep. I remembered. Peach tea, oh yes. Who is it? It's that comes in the round. I buy that sometimes. It comes in the round canisters. I get it at World Market. They make a good peach tea. You know, there's truth in what Ryan said, Kat. Hello, Trinity. Welcome. Have I done, I think I did all my well, I thought that was going to be a serious reading for you, Taylor, but I guess maybe it kind of was serious, but not what I thought. Yeah, send me your profile. I'll take resumes for... I'm troubled by this woman that was so rude and then disappeared. She did a super chat and then disappeared. I was legitimately going to do a reading for her and she disappeared. I'm troubled by that. I'm not at peace with that. I'll have to work on that. Ooh, Ryan, are you a therapist? I'm telling you, you have some good questions here. Hi, Michael. I'm very well tonight. Thank you so much. Guys, I am finished with all the super chats. So anybody have a general esoteric metaphysical question they'd like to ask for discussion? I think someone posted one way up there earlier, but I couldn't find it if I went back, and I doubt they're still here. I like Taylor Swift, but I wouldn't really classify myself as a Swiftie in that I'm not obsessed with it. I like a lot of good artists. So does anybody have a general question of interest for the chat? Anything, like I said, metaphysical or esoteric or spiritual that I can help with? If not, I will get out of here. Well, Robert, do a quick Google search for definition of metaphysical. It's things typically that cannot be seen with the human eye, you know, I don't know, spirits and energy and all that kind of stuff. I am very well. I am in Alabama, United States of America. Crystal, I don't have that set. I usually try to get here around 2 o'clock, but I can't promise you that. So be sure you've got your notifications turned on so YouTube will notify you. It's usually after lunch, though. Robert, that's more of a political question. And I really don't like talking about politics here. I think every country has its struggles, and the United States has certainly ours to deal with. However, I can say, pardon me, no, that's very true, and that's exactly, Robert says the well-being of people isn't political, and that's actually what I was going to address. That's a stretch for the definition for me as a person. Good morning, Viral Kamlesh Kumar. Yes, I believe in ghosts. I do talk to, I'm a medium, so I do talk to people who have crossed over. Thank you, Robert. I think, let me just give you this. It's not a political point of view, to be clear. I think the United States, obviously, as I said, has troubles just like every country. We're just a little bit more center stage to the world. And so we're kind of in a fishbowl, so to speak, because we're such a famous country. And I know people around the world have their opinions about Americans, and we're not perfect, certainly. I have my opinions about Americans too. But when change needs to happen in the world, and it does, it needs to be raised up to the conscious level. It can't be hidden. That's why all the ugliness has been coming out these last few years. It has to come to the surface and be seen by people. Sorry, my son, I didn't respond to him and he's worried about me. I'll get to him in a second. So I think that's, if I had to say a spiritual function, I think that's one of the missions, if you will, of the United States is we have a lot of ugliness here, like all other places in the world. But it's so public here that that comes up and it raises the consciousness ultimately of people. And so I feel like ultimately that has a good purpose. Ultimately it has a good purpose in that it brings awareness to difficult subjects. It brings awareness to ugliness sometimes. It brings awareness to diversity and a lot of other things, but you get my drift here. And I think people need to make up their own minds, but if they don't have a broader picture of things, how can they do that? And I really feel like that's one of the missions that the United States has in the world, bringing things, yeah, we mess up here, but but now you know about things you probably didn't know. And yes, our political system is, needs work. There's no question about it. So I don't want to get into politics, but that's a quick, broad answer I would address to your question. Okay, guys, let's see. Thunder is saying the only ghost that exists is the Holy Ghost. That was a setup. Of course it was. Yeah. Well, you're entitled to your beliefs. You certainly are. Your willingness to be out there generates spirituality. Well, I certainly hope so. I certainly hope so. Thank you, Robert. I appreciate that. And let's say, here's your other comment. People may want to listen to you, so I hope you always encourage book reading. Oh, yes. In fact, my younger son is, well, both of my sons are, but especially my younger son is a voracious reader and has instilled that in his children. And yes, and I still buy books too. I got a big old bookcase right over here. Well, thank you, Robert. It is, but more about my spiritual EQ. Spiritual, I know EQ is an emotional quotient. I guess it would be SQ, spiritual quotient. In other words, I've done a lot of living and learned a lot and grown a lot spiritually, and I'm an old soul, so I think it comes from that perspective as much as any education I've ever had, because wisdom is different than knowledge, isn't it? Swifty, I might could, but I am done with my readings for tonight. And Ryan and Kat, I'm glad you guys have had a good exchange. So last comments for you two. I'm getting ready to get off here if you guys want to say anything else, finish your conversation there. And that's probably true, Ryan. I think he is thinking realistically. Yep, we've talked about that. That's right. He is scared. Yeah, I don't mean to cut you off, Ryan, but I really appreciate the dialogue you and Kat are having. I haven't read it all, but I appreciate you supporting her. Okay, guys, I think I will call it a night. And Kat, it's way past your bedtime. It's middle of the night over there for you. So middle of the morning, actually. 8 o'clock, so it would be 4 o'clock in the morning where you work at? Goodness me. Thank you, Ryan. I am really sincerely grateful for your comments and your input tonight. Well, Robert, that's very generous and kind of you. Thank you so much. I try, because, you know, what you give out is what you get back. We do know that, right? Hello, Lucian. I am just about to get off here for the evening. And men, yes, amen. Yes, and men, I agree, yes. But, Robert, I prefer to think... Oh, Ryan, you're very welcome. Yes, thank you for seeing that perspective, that this chat is a platform. Yes, it is, for people to support each other. And I like that when you do that for each other in the chat over here. What I was going to say, Robert, is, like I've been saying all evening, we have to live in the end of what we want. Living in the end. What do you want the world to look like? Not focusing on the bad things that are coming in the future. And I'm not saying it won't have some ugly moments, of course. That's life. That's history here on planet Earth, isn't it? But if you're focusing on the ugliness, you're contributing to the problem. If you're focusing on the good that's coming and the peace that we're gaining and the respect for one another and the evolution that we're getting, then we're going to get more of that. So I'm going to encourage you and everybody else out there to focus on that. Focus on the good that we want to see in the world, and you will contribute to that. Okay. And okay, Ryan, I was waiting for Kat to answer you, and then I'm going to get off here tonight because I want you guys to be able to finish your conversation. Cody, I'm just finishing up doing some readings for people, but I'm signing off for the evening. But guys, I will be back tomorrow, and I wish I could tell you the time, but I don't know, after lunch sometime. So maybe, Ryan, you can continue your discussion with Kat if she's may have gone to bed. So anyway. Okay, guys. Well, thank you so much, each and every one of you, for being here and being such great supporters. I really do appreciate y'all, and I will look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Mañana, everybody. Sweet dreams, or good morning from wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Yes, mañana, Ryan. Take care. Bye.